In today's video, we're going to check out the smart vacuum from eufy. This is the X10 Pro Omni. It's a solution that provides us the ability of vacuuming and mopping at the same time. But not only that, it comes with its own base station to clean itself and make sure that it's ready to go whenever you need it. And one of the biggest solutions that they offer us in here is the ability of actually identifying objects as it's cleaning. So if for some reason something is forgotten, it actually sees what it is and it's able to recognize it. Of course, all of this comes together in a very nice, well put together package by eufy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the brand new eufy X10 Pro Omni vacuum cleaner with up to 8,000 pascals worth of suction power. Like and subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos on the channel. First and foremost, what I'll probably say is the entire package comes very much in with minimal amount of assembly out of the box. We get everything in there from the base station, the actual vacuum cleaner, which for the most part is already assembled with everything. You just need to make sure that the mop heads are actually mounted. And otherwise, of course, just make sure you put clean water in the clean water container so it actually starts cleaning. And make sure, of course, to put the actual collection bin or that bag, kind of like a dust bag, to be able to collect all the dirt once the vacuum is done cleaning the area that you want to put in there. And I think that was the biggest surprise for me, the setup, how fast it was. And of course, it does actually have app control. But the biggest thing that I loved about it is right out of the box, it actually did a quick mapping of my house and it was ready to go. All it needed basically was the instruction of what I wanted it to do. Now, when we're looking as far as configuration, there is an application directly from eufy and you go ahead and pair it. It's easy to set up. And then you have a few options here to be able to customize the experience that you want in there. Once you add it, it does a mapping exactly of your entire downstairs. Now, for me, it actually kind of added separate rooms, but at the end of the day, when you're looking at it in this configuration, it allows me to actually customize the room options here if I wanted to clean in here or the different options in here. Or I can actually even customize the zone sections. And of course, at the end of the day, I can customize the mode in here to actually do a deep clean, of course, the vacuum and mop situation, and of course, the suction power, and last but not least is the water level. If I want to just let it go in a smart mode, I'm able to turn that on and it'll also do the same configuration. At the end also, when you're done, you're also able to jump in, see the cleaning history. You can see the different sessions that you've done it, how long it took, and basically if you're doing a spot clean like here, this will be a really quick one, but otherwise you can jump in and you can see the actual mapping or basically the trail of it going through, and of course, how many square feet did it cover and how long it took. Now, obviously, the first thing we're going to talk about is the suction power or the powerful suction power that we get in here, up to 8,000 pascals. Now, some of the things that you definitely want to benefit from here is the ability to make sure that it picks up everything from pet hair, regular hair, or even debris that's around the floor. But it also provides us the ability to actually run on multiple surfaces. This actually works not only on flat or basically linoleum or wood, it also works on carpet, and that's the biggest benefit here. It does vacuuming and mopping on basically on hardwood areas or areas that it's able to do, but once it transitions over to, let's say, a carpet area, the mop heads actually lift up to 12 millimeter, which is actually one of the higher ones than what we've seen on the market by comparison. But the biggest thing about it is it actually does it seamlessly. Nothing to instigate, and if you actually for some reason put a piece of rug in front of it that it wasn't there when it first mapped your home, this actually does it very nicely and it recognizes it and transitions very smoothly. The other thing that we definitely want to talk about here is the Mop Master 2.0 is one of the biggest things that we get in here is how strong the mopping system that we have with up to 180 RPMs with up to basically 1 kilogram of downward force, meaning it's as if somebody's standing there pushing the mop on the floor but still providing it the ability of actually spinning correctly. And the biggest thing, as I showed you guys in the app, you're able to customize the basically cleaning method as well as the amount of water that it actually runs. And when you're running it to clean a large area like my home with the 452 square feet, it actually goes back to the station mid cleaning to make sure that the mop heads are actually clean. So it goes through, cleans them, empties out the dirty water, refills the clean water, and it continues to do the cleaning with clean materials so that it doesn't cross-contaminate areas as it's cleaning. I was really surprised to see some of the functionalities that we have in here, and that's the AIC obstacle avoidance functionality that we have. Now, it does use the system obviously initially to map the home, but let's say for some reason your kid forgot a toy on the floor, your pet pushed something and there's something on the floor that wasn't there when you first mapped it. The AIC obstacle avoidance system actually can recognize up to 100 different kinds of common home obstacles and actually go around them. As I'm showing you guys with that really quick demo, I actually stopped and put my foot right in front of it before where obviously it wasn't there, and it actually recognized it and turned without even coming close and having to hit the bumper against my foot. It's nice, it's super smart, and of course provides it the ability of actually not having to set up your home to clean. You could just turn it on and walk away. Now, all of the things that we talked about up to this point, obviously we're picking up dirt, we're cleaning mop heads, we're providing basically a cleaning solution that makes sure that it doesn't contaminate other areas. And obviously all of this has to come back to the Omni Station. The Omni Station has the ability of cleaning, replenishing the clean water and removing the dirty water, as well as cleaning the mop heads inside of the base itself and emptying out the dustbin that basically collects inside of the actual vacuum, so that it's able to go with a clean set, empty out with the filter available directly within the dustbin, and of course come back and keep cleaning till it's done. And when the dirty water is filled up, you just empty it out, replenish the clean water, and make sure that the collection bag is always nice and empty, and you're pretty much set. And this is, again, one of the easiest, you just set it and forget it type of solution, but the Omni Station comes in and basically makes everything happen the way it's supposed to be. Now, the last thing here is, I feel like this is somewhat of an Achilles heel to a lot of vacuums that we've seen on the market, is that over time, hair gets tangled around the actual brush head. And what ends up happening there is you lose suction power and you lose cleaning power because the vacuum is not able to actually spin at the right RPM. We have the Pro Detangle comb here that provides it the ability of actually breaking down those hairs and anything that typically will clog up the hair. And one of the things that you'll see here, as I'm showing you guys with that example at the bottom of the vacuum itself, I ran it 4 times and it cleaned the house multiple times with even heavy duty cleaning. And you could see that the actual brush head is clean. All the hair was deposited directly in the collection bin and it was emptied out directly into the Omni Station without any issue. I love the fact that this is somewhat of a very well thought out system, and they focused on something that a lot of us had a pain point with it. Again, all of us know this. If you've ever had a vacuum cleaner over time, you know how much hair gets tangled inside of that brush. So the eufy X10 Pro Omni has enough power to handle any workload that you'd be able to put in front of it. Be it a hard surface, be it carpet, be it needing the mopping, or even just basically vacuuming, you're gonna get everything done the right way. And the beautiful thing about it is, again, as I mentioned before, even if it doesn't have enough, let's say horsepower, or even if it doesn't have enough clean water to be able to clean the entire surface, mid-cleaning, it will go back to the base station, clean itself, replenish itself, and then come out. And if the battery for some reason depletes hard enough, it goes back to the base station, charges itself to the level that it needs, goes back, finishes the cleaning, and then goes back to the base station to charge up. So at the end of the day, if you're in the market for a smart vacuum cleaner for your home, the eufy X10 Pro Omni provides you that entire solution and then some. It comes in at a really good price point with the functional, again, as I said, 8,000 pascals worth of suction power. We have the ability of using the mop heads that go up to 180 RPMs, and customization down to the level of actually letting it clean a specific square inside of the house, or a specific room inside of the house, or even cleaning the entire floor. And it will do it till the job is done. Even if it runs out of water, even if it runs out of battery, it goes back to the base station and comes back right where it stopped and finishes the job. And of course, we'll have a link for you guys in the description below to be able to check it out and learn more about this and see some more visuals as well if you're intrigued. Please let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the eufy X10 Pro Omni? Is this the right solution for you? Have you considered it? And if you have any additional questions, I'd love to chat with you down there as well. I'll see you next time.